Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Today we are on my road to retire for 2030, and we're going to go over dividends, projected dividend income for March of 2020. And as you all know, it's been a tumultuous month in the stock market, and some things have happened. Some dividends have been cut. Just craziness going on. So I'm here to share with you a bunch of changes that I've made, and the good news and the bad news, and what I plan on going forward. So, those who aren't familiar, I have 3 accounts. I have an account with M1 Finance, which is in the dark blue, and I have an account with Fidelity, which is in the green. I'll explain these oranges in a minute, but all this Fidelity from here to there. And then Chase, I have another account from here to there. Now, what the oranges represent are all brand new positions that I started in March. So Coca-Cola, I started a new position. Kraft Heinz, Cisco Foods, ADM, Archer Daniels Midland, SPYD, which is a high dividend ETF, Carnival Cruise Line, Verizon Wireless, Cisco Systems, the technology company, and Leggett and Platt. There's 2 stocks I got rid of in the month of March, and they were right down here, and that was AMC Theaters. I got rid of that before it went really bad, and Washington Prime Group, I got rid of that before it got super bad, and I recycled that money into some new positions. What else did I do? I think that's about it. I just added all these new positions, so all new money went into these new positions for the most part. There were a couple of different ads here and there, but for the most part, all new money went into these orange companies. Now in M1, I didn't deposit. Yes, I did. I think that's a lie. I did deposit some money. I brought everything up to at least 1 share, and that is preparation to transfer that out of M1 and into Fidelity, a taxable Fidelity account. That way I can timely do market limit orders on partial shares with which Fidelity offers. But overall, I'm liking the direction that we are going in the portfolio with all these, with most of these new positions, and you'll have to stick with me till April to find out what other changes that I make, because I will make some changes, as this is looking at it as of March 31st. Did we have 31 days in March? I don't even know. I don't even know what day it is anymore. I don't keep track. But the bad news, APLE, Apple Hospitality, in the red here, they cut their dividend, or suspended. I don't know which one, but I don't know what the difference is, to be honest with you. So they no longer pay dividends. Ford suspended their dividend, or cut their dividend, one of the two. Nokia has long since cut their dividend. I'm holding on to this. It's small enough. It's only 2% of the portfolio that I can continue selling covered calls against this 100 shares and kind of generate a dividend out of it, while I just wait and see if Nokia ever turns the corner. So I'm getting a decent income per se out of it. And then last but not least, Vermilion Energy, with the energy crisis, I suppose, that we're in. They really cut their dividend like in a big way, and I don't even think this is accurate anymore because I think they cut it twice. So I'm also selling covered calls against this, and I don't know. I'm so far under on this one that 100 shares at 2.4% of the portfolio is kind of like, okay, let's just watch it and see where it goes. That also goes for AMLP, even though which is an energy ETF in the midstream space. That's 2.5% of the portfolio. They have not announced a dividend cut, but I expect it. I really need to. I haven't looked into the midstream companies enough to analyze where they're at, but I know the oil and gas companies are definitely cutting, suspending, reducing dividends. The next one that's at risk is Tanger Outlets. They did announce that they are going to pay their dividend in May, but there's also a lot of bad news, obviously, with outlet malls. They came out and said all their stores are closed, all their malls are closed. A lot of them are being used for emergency vehicles and maybe even hospitals. Carnival Cruise Line is another one. They suspended and cut their dividend. Let's see, who else on this list? Another one that's risky is Brookfield. They changed their ticker symbol from BPR to BPYU. They did come out and say, though, that they have a lot of liquidity. They have access to almost $6 billion in cash, from what I remember. Brookfield, as you know, if you don't know, is a humongous asset manager. So I'm kind of comfortable holding Brookfield Property REIT at the moment. They have not said whether they're going to reduce the dividend. And then Ventas, which is in senior housing, I'm fairly confident in them. I like what Dave from Hidden Freedom Investing said is, where are they going to go? There's a certain part of the population, especially seniors, that are alone, that do not want to be alone. And senior housing offers them community. And a lot of them probably won't even want to leave. And sadly, if they have children, sadly, some of their children may not even want them. So where would they go? I think they're going to stay there. And I'll play the long game with Ventas. So you'll see some changes in April when you come around in April and I do the next update. I've already begun to make changes here in April because right now it's April 3rd and I've already done some changes. And I'll share that with you at another time. So what does my portfolio look like with all these new positions? Well, let's just go ahead and cut to the chase and go with dividend income. Well, my annual dividend income right now as it stands is $1,350.91. That is in February I had $1,525.64 for my annual dividend income. That is reduced to $1,350.91 from all the dividend cuts. and some of the lower yielding stocks, the high quality stocks that I'm getting into. So that accounts for 11.45% decrease in dividend income. But the good news is the new money that I went into all these quality companies like Leggett and Platt, Cisco, Verizon, Archer Daniels Midland, Cisco, Coca-Cola, those types of high quality companies. So I'm confident that I may not see a decrease. Well, I better not say that just yet. But so that's the harsh reality of where we're at right now is decreasing income. But I've started making the shift over to higher quality holdings. So that's the good news. Covered call income, right here, I have definitely taken advantage of selling covered calls on the stocks that I can sell covered calls on. And this is just cumulative total, which is $154.42 since I've started selling covered calls, and that's a $80.72 increase over my February covered call income. So essentially I made $80.72 in the month of March for covered calls, and that money went into these high quality companies as well. So my current monthly average was in February $127.14. It is now $112.58. My goal for 2020 was $200, and I still think that I will get there. As new money rolls in and some changes that are made in the portfolio and start going into some of these higher quality holdings, I still think I'm on track. So how's the portfolio looking? Well, this is what it looked like in January. I know this is hard to see, but I had 48% in real estate and very light on everything else. In February, I got that down to about 35% in real estate, and I started getting some good diversification. And now we are, I'm getting very happy with where we're at right now. I got real estate down to just under 21%. I've got consumer staples up to almost 23%. Energy has gone down to 6.6%. That's mainly because I've added some other positions and the decrease in value of energy. Healthcare is almost 11%. Industrials have bumped up to almost 5%. What else? Utilities at 2.7% and increasing. Communications at 16.7%, almost at 6% in financials. So I'm happy. I'm happy. Even though I've decreased my annual dividend income by 11%, I'm really excited about the way the portfolio is shaping and the changes that I'm making here starting in April that isn't reflected here. So that's it. That's the Road to Retire Dividend Income Report for the month of March, year 2020. So if you all don't know, Road to Retire in 2030, I will hopefully be living on this dividend income in 10 years when me and my wife retire and hit the road. So thanks for sticking around for the update. I feel like I'm missing something. I don't know why, but hope y'all are doing well. If you have any comments or questions about what I covered here today, please leave them down below and I'll get to them. And you guys have a good day. Thanks. Bye-bye.